Good day everyone, Brayden here coming to you once more from the Magic Kingdom parking area. Today we're going to be taking a look at what Disney's working on completing in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World right now. And the first thing is outside of the Magic Kingdom parking area. As you are entering the Magic Kingdom parking right now, Disney is working on the parking toll. They are repainting it, they're giving it this new regal look in time for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which of course is next year. On the right side you can see the old sky blue paint job that they are currently painting over, and on the left you can see the first completed section of the new Magic Kingdom parking toll paint scheme. You can see you have darker blues. It's actually a gradient if you look at it. There's some lighter blues and some darker blues in there on the paint job, and then also of course you have the gold, which is a hallmark of any 50th anniversary at any Disney park, like we saw at Disneyland many years ago back in 2005. And also the interesting thing that sort of makes this paint job unique are the shields that spell out welcome that go across the parking toll. You can see they have this iridescent rose gold finish, which looks pretty cool. But the coolest part of the new paint scheme, in my opinion, is on the parking booths themselves. It has that dark blue and that gold look, and it looks really good. Let me know what you guys think. I do have to say, I do like the sky blue, and a lot of people pointed out that sky blue paint job they had before, it went really well with the Florida sky, you know, which sort of has that same color. It looks very nice. But I think giving the parking toll a special look for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World is a really cool thing of Disney to do. It's stuff like this, these aesthetic improvements that they don't have to do, that when they do them, I really do appreciate, because I really do believe it's those aesthetics, it's those little details that really make the Disney experience going to these parks what it is. I really do think that's the secret sauce to what makes Walt Disney World so awesome. Now behind me, you might notice this giant mound of dirt in the Magic Kingdom parking lot. Disney actually put this dirt here while the parks were closed, and the reason they're doing this is for another 50th anniversary improvement. Disney is adding more parking to the middle of the Magic Kingdom parking lot. In the past, there was sort of like some swamp here, and now they are filling it in. We haven't gotten an official explanation as to why this mound of dirt is here, but what I believe it's here for, this just makes sense, is because this was swampland since before Walt Disney World even opened, and has been since. Before they go pave over it and make it into more parking lot, they have to compact the ground, because obviously it's swampland, right? You don't want to put pavement on swampland and then it slowly sinks over time, right? So instead, you pack it with dirt. You have this big dirt mountain that goes on top of where that swampland was, which helps press in the dirt, and then you'll have an expanded Magic Kingdom parking area. Now, because of wetland mitigation, Disney can't actually get rid of swampland, so what they have to do is move the swampland. So they have actually expanded the water body where the Walt Disney World Speedway used to be, south of the Magic Kingdom parking area. They've demolished the Walt Disney World Speedway, and sadly, they've also now gotten rid of the Mickey-shaped lake that was there that was really awesome, because they actually have to expand that lake in order to get rid of the swampland here, pave over it to add more Magic Kingdom parking. So that's what's going on out here in the Magic Kingdom parking area as Disney prepares for the 50th anniversary and making some infrastructural improvements here. Now, let's head into the park. Now, something interesting, guys. A few days ago, the CEO of the Walt Disney Company, Bob Chapek, said that right now Walt Disney World is operating at 25% capacity. Well, today is a Thursday. This is like the lowest crowd day of the week, or one of the lowest, here at the Magic Kingdom. And as you can see, there's a big crowd at the ferry boat and for the monorail. So I'll just say this, if this is 25% capacity, I don't want to see what 50 or 75% is like, because these parks have been pretty busy lately. Here you can see the work on the new bus entrance to the Magic Kingdom. This is where the people getting off of the buses will go through security. And then if you look off to the left side, you can see similar work happening on the opposite side of the entrance to the Magic Kingdom. That is going to be the security area for the Grand Floridian walkway, where you go over to the Grand Floridian and then you'll be able to walk all the way back to the Magic Kingdom on that walkway. That is going to be awesome. Here we are in Town Square. Some very interesting music. They are playing, I think, the Haunted Mansion atmosphere music here right now, or one of the tracks from it. You can see we have some fall decorations here in Town Square at the Magic Kingdom, but if you look at prior years, like last year, you can see there were a lot more decorations than there are this year. This year, it's mostly the Mickey pumpkins on the lamps, which are very cool. but besides that, there isn't much else. It's sort of a weird thing if you think about it, because it shouldn't have been a big expense to do a bunch of fall decorations on Main Street, right? They probably have all the same decorations from last year ready to go in a warehouse somewhere. I think it's more likely this was an installation issue, you know, where they have all sorts of equipment they use to put the garland really high up on the Main Street buildings, and it requires a lot more personnel. And right now we know Disney is cutting back on personnel, so I think that might be the reason why we're seeing less fall decorations this year. What'll be really interesting to see is to what extent Disney will decorate Main Street for the Christmas season starting in early November. Here you can see the Magic Kingdom crowds on this Thursday. You can also see the Rose Gold Castle and Maleficent's coming over. Cavalcades are pretty fun on a multitude of levels. First of all, it's a cool extra thing you could say you saw here at the Magic Kingdom during this crazy time. It's also kind of cool in the aspect that it really does clear out the crowds. You saw the crowds a minute ago when the character cavalcade was coming over. Now they all just disappear. Everyone leaves. They go off to rides. So pretty good in a few ways there. Having those little surprises throughout the Magic Kingdom is always good to have. Now let's get back to seeing what Disney's doing preparing for the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. First and foremost, of course, here we have the Rose Gold Castle Disney recently completed. Off to the right side, you can see the work going on over at the Tron Coaster with the cranes there. It should be noted with the Rose Gold Castle here, while the paint job is complete, and this is what the castle is going to look like for the 50th anniversary paint-wise, the castle isn't actually done as far as the 50th anniversary is concerned. Right now, Disney is calling this castle a castle celebrating the anniversary of Cinderella. And once the 50th anniversary actually starts, that's when it's going to officially become the 50th castle. So we know there's going to be some delineation and appearance between the two castles. And for the 50th anniversary, I believe they're going to be adding additional ornamentation all over this castle. It might be ribbon on the turrets. Maybe they'll add something to the front like they did for the Year of a Million Dreams here in the Magic Kingdom. We really don't know. I think it will probably be light ornamentation, nothing too crazy. At least that's what I hope. Maybe they'll put some characters on it. They really can't do a whole lot without interfering with the projections that go on the castle at night. So we're probably just going to be talking about some ribbon on the turrets, things like that. But it should be noted, this is not exactly what the castle is going to look like when the 50th anniversary actually begins. It is going to look a little bit more celebratory, a little bit more regal. And also, of course, Disney's doing that so they can sell lots and lots of merchandise. From Cinderella Castle here, you can see the Tron crane. Let's go see what's going on. All right, everyone, here we are at the Tron Coaster construction site. The crane just lifted into position another section of the LED canopy, which will soon cover the entirety of the outdoor track here at the Tron Coaster and create this awesome LED tile effect that's going to look so awesome, especially at night. I'm very excited to see that. Since I was last here, it looks like a lot has happened just in terms of how many more crews you have out and about. It looks like there's a lot more people working on the project right now. Maybe Disney's speeding up the construction process a little bit here. And you can see not only is Disney installing the pieces of the LED canopy itself, the white tubular steel there, but also they've installed a lot of the support columns that will hold up the LED canopy while they're constructing it here. That's what those steel pieces are for. There's just so much happening. They are actually installing a piece of the LED canopy right now. And then on the construction site, you can see on the ground they are assembling more pieces of that tubular steel that will then be lifted up into position by the crane, completing more sections of the LED canopy skeleton itself. I have to say, it's really exciting to see how much work is going on here right now. You know, just a month ago or 2 months ago, there were barely any crews out here. You know, I think there was one crew working on one piece of that LED canopy on the ground here for a long time. But now it seems like the construction site is much more active. There's probably a lot more work we can't see going on inside. And given how quickly the canopy is coming together here all of a sudden, it really makes me optimistic for the Tron Coaster opening in 2021, in time for the 50th anniversary, in time for the fall of 2021. Of course, when the 50th anniversary is most likely to begin around October, or perhaps actually October 1st, the real 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World. That would be pretty amazing. Let me know what you guys think of all the work going on here. I'm just really excited because it seems like the pace of the construction progress itself has picked up quite a bit, which is very good to see. Right now, the line for the Seven Dwarfs Mine Train stretches almost all the way back to Gaston's Tavern, so it seems like a really long line, but if you actually look at the wait time, it's not too bad. So that's what I was talking about when we were getting on the ferry earlier. Even though the lines for every attraction right now seem insanely long, it's very much because of that physical distancing, and the lines themselves actually move pretty quick. Now, we've already covered the major active work going on right now for Disney's 50th anniversary with the parking toll work they're doing, as well as the Tron Coaster construction work. But another thing going on here at the Magic Kingdom is over at It's a Small World. Now, originally, I believe It's a Small World was going to get an update to the attraction itself as part of the 50th anniversary stuff. But as we know, so many projects are paused right now and Disney hasn't announced anything. So we'll have to see on that. But we do know right now, as you can see here, they are refurbishing the facade to the attraction itself. You can see they have the scrims up. Interestingly, they're not scrims that have a print on them or anything like that. It is just a white scrim that goes around the scaffolding that currently envelops the entirety of the attraction's facade. Also, you might notice that the line for the attraction, It's a Small World, wraps all the way around the construction walls outside of the attraction right now, and in the overflow area by the tangled restrooms where people are waiting to get on the attraction, where part of the line is. If you look above it, you might notice that there's also a smaller little bit of scaffolding there. It looks like they might be working on that castle turret, on that part of the castle wall there. Safe to say, lots going on here over by It's a Small World, and man, are there a lot of people out today. Right now, the Haunted Mansion has a 40-minute wait, and here you can see some of the physically distanced switchbacks that are going on outside the front of the attraction. Right now we have one of the character cavalcades going through Frontierland, and if you look off to the right side here, you see that sign? It says the Splash Mountain line starts here. So that whole line to the side there, those are not people watching the character cavalcade. Those are people waiting in line for Splash Mountain. With all the 50th anniversary talk in this video, we'd be remiss to not take a look at Splash Mountain and just talk about it real quick. Of course, earlier this year, Disney announced that they would be closing Splash Mountain in Walt Disney World and Disneyland and give it a Princess and the Frog makeover. Disney never dictated when this refurbishment would happen, and given just the financial situation right now with Disney and also the crowd levels here in the parks, it really remains to be seen when and if that Splash Mountain refurbishment is going to take place. You know, looking at all the crowds in the parks right now, this is the middle of the week. I mean, this park is packed. Imagine on the weekends. Right now, I think Disney needs every ride open they can as far as capacity goes, and they'll probably continue to need all the crowd capacity they can, all the ride capacity they can. So it still remains to be seen when Splash Mountain will be getting rethemed. But given the crowds we have in the parks right now, and plus the fact that I'm very much gonna miss this attraction, which I've loved since I was a kid. It's a Disney classic for sure. I really hope we still have a little while before Splash Mountain closes, just because of those reasons. Let me know what you guys think about everything going on here in the Magic Kingdom. It's really great to see Disney doing work on Tron, the parking toll, and we'll see what else Disney announces as far as the 50th anniversary is concerned, because there are things that were planned before the lockdown that are paused now that still could happen, that don't have like huge budgets or would take a super long time to make. By the way, I'm looking over right now at these crowds coming from over by Pirates, and it's just absolutely wild. So that's the latest here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe with those notifications on so you don't miss any of the awesome content on the way. I'll keep bringing these to you guys. I'm really glad that you guys enjoy them. Thank you so much. Also, be sure to check out our Teespring store, link in the description below, for some awesome t-shirts, and we've also got masks for sale, all sorts of cool designs. Be sure to check that out. Live from outside of Splash Mountain here in the Magic Kingdom, this is Brayden. I'll talk to you soon. Have a magical day.